Hello everybody, this is 9th of November and I've done 3 tasks today. Number 1 is I learned mySQL. So before even starting to learn anything new, I practiced some CRUD operations, and I know that CRUD is like one of the basic when it comes to database or any query language. So I practiced some CRUD operations on mySQL, and I learned how to run a .sql file. So till now I was typing all the commands in the command line. Now I know how to write or how to use a .sql file and then run it. Number 2 was I worked on the Angular Game of Thrones application. Now that is a great relief, to be honest. A great relief. On the last class I said that I was having some trouble with my $Q promise, and then I posted the query in Stack Overflow, and Stack Overflow, a guy solved that real quick and I was happy. But then I was stuck with something else, and that was ng repeat. I wasn't able to use the data that was coming back inside my view. So I said that it'll take some time, like it'll take a pen and a paper, and yes, it took a pen and a paper, and I solved it. And that was the heart, that was the heart of my application, like the factory, which is making the HTTP request and getting the data. So that factory sorry, the factory is not to make a particular request. I've made that a dynamic one. Like it will make requests for books, it will make requests for characters, it will make requests for houses, and it will make requests for as many pages as you want. So that's a dynamic factory, and that's the heart of the complete application. So now since the factory is done, it's like 60% of my complete project is done. Now all just the styling and a little bit of tweaking here and there is left, and I've completed the books, houses, and characters view, and I also completed the view to show details of a particular item, like for a particular book or for a particular character or for a particular houses. And then I learned React, and the problem with React was that I wasn't able to catch up. I was feeling like, no, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. Like, okay, you were doing this, and I'm also, like doing whatever the tutor was typing, and then I felt like, no, I'm not getting it. So that's the reason why I changed the course, and this one I felt like it talks more about like what's the logic or what's the underlying meaning behind the code, like how is React built, what's its purpose like. So it actually, I feel like this course is like will give me what I want, that is to understand React as much as I understand Angular. Like I know why Angular was made and what Angular does, what's its purpose like, and then it comes like how I can use it, like its syntax and all. That's the second thing. Like the first important thing is like, why was Angular built, right? Like what purpose does it solve? It is also a framework to make SPA application, single page application. React is also a framework to make single page application. Now how React is different from Angular, so that was very important for me to know, and I think this is the course that can help me in understanding that. And I learned about React boilerplate manager. Like it comes like as a JavaScript manager, package manager, which you install it using npm, and then it gives you like a head start in any React application. So now the reason for this head start is like I don't know any A to Z anything about React, right? I don't know how to set it up. I don't know like what's the use of this code or that code. So in order to understand it or in order to learn it, I need a base, right? because I'm not that capable now to build that base. So that is the reason why the tutor said that, or his planning is like, we will use React boilerplate first, and then we'll be going from there, and then you'll be getting to know like what's React and everything inside from. So I just hope that this course really is made for me, and hopefully I'll understand and learn React in a much better way. All right, and then I also fixed my environment variable for npm. Now if you guys have also faced this problem, like I installed some node package module as a global, and then I run it in my command line and it shows like no such command exists, and I was really frustrated. Like, what was the reason? Like, my npm was working fine, my node.js was working fine, right? I was using Node.js in my computer and everything was working fine, like the version of the npm shows and everything. I didn't know what was the issue, and then I came to know that problem was the environment variable was not set. So I set that, and now everything runs finally. So that's a good thing happened today. And also another good thing happened is I was able to fix the Angular NGDP $Q and all this sort of, I was able to come out of that, and finally my application is now at least looks ready. It looks ready, to be honest. All right, so half of the day is left, and let's see what else I can learn today, and the hustle is not over. All right, see you.